What's up, fam? Tokoyo Carlton here, and of course, I just want to speak to you guys. Um, is the spirit of competition a good thing for growth or a bad thing for growth? Guys, chime in. Is it a good thing or bad thing? And so I'm going to kind of come at it from a couple different perspectives, and hopefully you agree, or if you don't, hey, it's okay. Just comment or whatever have you. With any questions or anything that you've actually dealt with over your experiences. Okay, so is competition a good thing for a company or team or organization, or is it a bad thing for a company, an organization, or team? Well, in my experience, and of course, I've got years of experience. I've built small teams, I've built big teams, and I've built huge teams. So, from what I understand and what I've seen through my years of experience, is that competition breeds success, right? And I know the folks who are going to gripe and bite their lips right now about competition, those folks are probably the ones who are having a hard time building a business. And sometimes other people's success kind of, because your belief level isn't where it needs to be, you look at it as a negative, or you look at it as someone throwing it in your face, or maybe you look at it as, you know, everybody's trying to be in competition, everybody's trying to get all these numbers, and you don't understand the main objective of why these people are running for these numbers, right? Or, again, why are these people always being highlighted? Again, what happens is, in an organization or team, people look at that as, again, I can't do that. It goes back to our beliefs, right? Our belief system. And so, again, is competition bad? I don't think so. But if you think competition's bad, let me hear what you've got to say about it in our comments. And so the whole thing, I think competition's a good thing, right? And the reason why I think competition's a good thing, it inspires people to do more. Let me just give you an example. I have a direct sales team that we're building. We have a product and a service that we promote nationwide, right? And I have a gentleman on my team who is going through some personal situations, right? Living in his car for a while. The only transportation and the only place that he had to protect himself, he gets in a wreck. Now he's really homeless. So he's homeless already because all he has is the car. It's him and his girl. And, they're building this direct sales business as they can in this car. And then, of course, the only transportation they get is total. Well, it takes a little while. We have a new platform that we added to our direct sales team. And this gentleman says, I want to switch to that. So he was one of the first people to jump on this new platform to offer it to the masses, right? And of course, hey, I said, no problem. Let's go ahead and do it. Let's if you feel more comfortable here, let's do it. And of course, he started off slow. He was doing, one or two here, three, maybe four devices a day, right? And some days, nothing. And then we had other people who were having better days, but no one was saying anything at that point, right? Because, again, they were top dogs, if you will, right? They were experiencing the success. They were having the things happen in their business, right? Meaning the production was good, the money was good. But the minute this guy caught the vision, he had nowhere to go, nowhere to run. So the only thing he could do is not, flight, right? He decided to fight. And so what I mean by that, here is a gentleman who is homeless, who says, what, I'm going to take this opportunity to run. I'm going to get back into a vehicle in a situation to where I can help my girl and I get back into a home. So he just out of nowhere just goes bananas. I mean, he's the ate the faint type guy now, and he's leading our organization, our team. And again, this guy has no home, no car, but he's making it happen. No excuses. Well, because he's reporting those numbers and everybody knows his story within the team, he's inspiring other people to what? Step their game up, right? Because he has a compelling story. He has a story that's getting people excited to go out and do this thing every day. It's not that it wasn't excited before. It wasn't that they didn't have the same opportunity before, but because they saw someone do it. It's like the 4-minute mile, right? No one believed it could be done. No one. But eventually someone did it. And the same year that that person broke the 4-minute mile, there was 10, 12, 15 other people who did it. Why? Because now it was doable. People could believe it because what? Someone achieved it. So that's the reason why competition is so important. It gives other people belief that it's possible. It gives other people belief that if he can do it, she can do it, so can I. So for that person who is sitting there and they're upset that someone's having more success than them, and it feels like they're bloating, it feels like they're throwing it in your face, but they're not. They're just doing what's necessary for themselves or for their families. And so again, we can't take other people having success as a negative and say, you know what? Why are they out there doing that? Why are we having competition? Why can't we all just go and just do this business? Competition breeds what? Success. Competition breeds what? More production, which means those people who have goals are now attaining those goals. Those people who are now homeless are on the way to getting a home. Those people who are now don't have cars are on the way to getting cars. Why? Because the competition, right? And so again, I want to say that because so many people are looking at growth as a negative, as a wrong thing to do, right? Or they don't want to hear about someone else's success when they're not right there in the midst. See, guys, when someone else is having success, first of all, you should be clapping. You know why? Because you're in the midst of the success. And if they can have it, so can you. If they can experience it, so can you. So again, what's the difference between someone who is having a lot of success, breaking records, being called out every single day, and the difference between that other person who is going through some things, having some challenges, maybe didn't go out for 3 or 4 days, maybe talked to no one about their opportunity, but again, it's looking at the other person as if they're bragging, looking at the other person as if why are they out promoting them all the time? Why do we have to constantly hear, again, this person having success? It's because they earned it. They earned it. So why would we look at other people's success as a negative? Why would we look at someone putting up numbers, right, making money as a negative? Well, we don't need to be having competition amongst teams. What do you mean? That's the whole point of having teams. It's like right now, I'm wearing a Cowboys jersey. And I know some of y'all are watching this right now and you're saying, well, why is he wearing Cowboys? Why he's sporting that the day after they got, basically lost in the playoffs and done for the season? Because here's the thing, guys, I still go for my team no matter if we win or lose. Now, I've got favorite players across the league and other teams, but my team is the Cowboys. Let's just be real. My team is the Cowboys, but I like Mahomes, right? I like, all the different receivers and quarterbacks around the league, right? We got a lot of up and comers coming out. But again, this is my team. So I'm going to support the team, whether they're winning or losing, right? Because it's my team. This is the team that I align myself with. It's kind of like, fair weather friends, right? They're only, there when you're up, gone when you're down. And so, again, I want to kind of put that out there because, again, competition is a good thing. And if you could tell me why competition isn't good, then, of course, put it in the comments. I'd love to hear it. Competition breeds success. Competition breeds more production. Competition helps people to get to those things that they say they always wanted to do. You talk about going on trips. Well, it's going to take a level of commitment. It's going to take a level of productivity in order for you to get to that trip or that cruise, that vacation that you so wanted to go, that you want to take your family on. So sometimes we have to just understand that, the reason why that person's having success is because they're more focused, they're more driven than I am, right? They're doing what's necessary on a daily basis. They're not sometimey, right? I remember one of my mentors a long time ago, because I was just kind of struggling. I kind of show up at a meeting here and there, and he would say things like, you know what, you're sometimey, you're wishy-washy, right? Some of us are wishy-washy in our business. Some of us are wishy-washy in our daily activities. And so again, how do you achieve success when every day you're changing how you're approaching your business? Some days you don't even show up for your business. And it hurts. It hurts your growth. It stunts your growth. And in fact, guys, listen to this. Competition will help you get to that person that you really need to, that's really looking for you to join your team. Why? It's going to help you do it faster. Because if you're trying to keep up with the person who is actually leading the pack, guys, you're going to be right there with them. You may not have the same success as that person because they've already went out faster than you and ahead of you. But at the same time, if you're on the trail of them, you're right behind them, you're keeping up as fast as you can, you're bound to have some, if not as much or more success than they have. Why? Because now you have a point of reference. You have a point of, what's success? What's a top level in your company? What does success feel like? How's the income feel when you get to that point, right? How's it feel when people are clapping for you, right? When people are talking you up. So you never feel that if you're looking at someone else's success as competition, right? And you're looking at them negatively as opposed to saying, you know what? Wow, that's awesome. I wish I would do that. I could do that. And again, it's a belief factor that you have to have in order for you to achieve that same success. See, all that happened between you and that person who's having that success, who you call in competition with, is they decide to get serious. They decide to take this thing for real. That's the difference. They decide to work on whatever it took every single day to achieve that success. And so again, what's the difference between you and them? It's your daily activity. What are you doing? How long are you putting in the work for your business, your company? How many people are you talking to on a daily basis? See, guys, here's what I've learned. If someone is having success in something that I'm doing that I want to do, and I see it as a vehicle to help my family to take us to the next level or to hit some goals in my life, I'm trying to find out what are you doing differently than I am so that I can attain the same success as you. I'm not looking at your success as a negative. I'm not looking at your success as, there you go bragging. No, I'm looking at it as if he can do it, I can do it. And in fact, listen, I'm trying to call you up or touch bases with you online if I don't know you or whatever and say, hey, man, what are you doing differently than everyone else that's causing you to have the success that you're having? See, so many of us look at things negative like that when we should be, constantly trying to survey what they're doing, asking questions, following their example, following their lead. Obviously, if it's ethical, right? So again, we can't sit here and be mad at someone else's success, right? That's jealousy. The minute you start questioning, is this competition? Why do we have competition? All that stuff, that's jealousy. That's you not understanding that it was his turn or her turn, right? They were next because they put in the work. They stayed the course. That's the key. So if you're not having the success that someone else is having, and you're mad that, people are making it like it's competition, it's not competition. It's there to motivate you. Again, if they can do it, I can do it. That's the key. So I hope you're getting this, guys. We're not here to say in your face. We're here to say you can do it too. I've done it. He's done it. She's done it. Now it's up to you to follow what we've done so you can have the same success. There's no secret to it. You just got to follow what the people who are having success are doing and be coachable. And then, of course, the last thing, guys, outside of belief, is that you got to put in the work. If you're not willing to put in the work, you're not going to be the person who obtains the awards, right? The claps, the pats on the back, right? It's going to be hard to obtain that when you're looking for reasons to not win, right? See, that's just a reason. That's an excuse to not win. Competition is a good thing. And so I want you to understand that when you see someone in your company that's achieving at a high level, it's not for you to say, hey, why are they always highlighting people who are making all these sales or recruiting this many people? It's to let you know it's possible. If you know it's possible, then it can be done. Okay. So again, guys, I hope that this is reaching somebody so that we can have that not that level of again, competition, but that level of if they can do it, I can do it. If they can achieve, I can achieve. If they can put up the numbers, I can put up numbers. I may not put it up as high as them because maybe they got more time and grade. Maybe they've got more knowledge, right? But my time is coming because I know the plays and I'm going to play the play that's been given. And if it's working for them, it'll work for me. And so again, guys, I appreciate you. You guys know I do this every single night, Monday through Thursday, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And of course, guys, I always speak from my heart. Nothing here is scripted, guys. Everything comes from here because I want you to know I'm a real person and I talk real. I'm not here trying to talk, the best articulate conversation and all that stuff. I'm talking real things, real life, things that happen to me, things I've seen, things I've been a part of, all that stuff. So you can gain from the experiences that I've had over the years. And so with that, guys, listen, again, right now, I'm trying to build up my YouTube channel. So again, when I post this right here or finish posting this, I will put my YouTube channel within the content of this video. So that way you can actually go ahead and subscribe to our video and you can see all the other videos with all the other content that we've been putting out. And so I hope that you support me with that, guys. Again, become someone who is following this, or subscribing to our YouTube channel, guys, because all we're going to continue to do is put out nuggets. All we're going to continue to do is make sure we're giving you all the things to help you to succeed in whatever it is that you want to do in life. Because I talk business, I talk personal stuff. And so again, it's not just business with me. I talk about anything and everything that's on my heart or mind that day. All right. So again, guys, I appreciate you. I look forward to seeing you guys at the top, from the top, over the top. Take care, take charge, and we'll talk to you soon. Go Cowboys.